Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into precious metals, stacking silver, or navigating this wild market, you're in the right place today. I'm talking about something super important for anyone holding silver right now. Your exit strategy. We're diving into Silver Exit Strategy 2026. When to sell if it hits $90 to $100 as a beginner's guide. Right now, spot silver is sitting around $78.90 to $79 per ounce. It's down about 1.2 to 1.4% today, trading between $78.56 and $80.38 on the COMEX May futures contract. We've seen it flirt with $80, but profit taking is kicking in. Silver hit an all-time high near $121.64 in January 2026, corrected, and clawed back 18% from its lows. Year over year, we're up a staggering 142%, with prices in the high 70s. Many investors wonder, should I sell now, or hold for $90 or $100 or beyond? That's exactly why an exit strategy matters, especially for beginners who might get emotional when the chart starts swinging. Let's start with why silver is in this position. Understanding fundamentals helps smarter sell decisions. The silver market is heading into its sixth consecutive annual structural deficit. In 2026, we're talking about another 46 million ounces shortfall, where demand outstrips supply. Mine production isn't keeping pace, while industrial demand keeps exploding. Think solar panels, electric vehicles, electronics, and even AI data centers, all of which use silver in massive quantities because it's the best conductor on the planet. Just last month, China imported a record 836 tons of silver, mostly for those green energy and tech sectors. On the supply side, COMEX registered inventories are sitting tight around 77 to 78 million ounces. That's not a lot when you consider open interest and potential delivery pressures. This physical tightness is a big reason silver has been so volatile and bullish over the last couple of years. Now, overlay the macro picture. Geopolitical stuff is still in play. Remember the Iran-related tensions earlier this year that pushed silver toward that $121 peak? Things have cooled a bit with some negotiation headlines, which is why we're seeing a modest pullback today, alongside easing oil prices. The US dollar index is testing support, equities are mixed, and interest rate expectations are shifting. Silver, being both an industrial metal and a monetary safe haven, feels every bit of that. Gold is trading around the $4,180 to $4,800 level right now, putting the gold to silver ratio somewhere in the low 60s. This is still elevated compared to historical averages, around 40 to 50, which tells us silver has some catching up to do if the bull market resumes fully. Technicals are flashing strong sell signals on short-term charts, with silver below its near-term moving averages and leaning on support near $78.55. A break below there could test $77 or even $75, but a hold and push back above $80 could open the door to $82 or $83 quickly. As beginners, you might be thinking, okay, but why do I need an exit strategy at all? Isn't silver just for long-term holding? Great question, and the honest answer is yes, for a core position, but no one should ignore taking profits in a parabolic move. History shows commodities like silver don't go straight up forever. They rally hard on deficits and fear, then correct 20 to 40% or more. Look back at past cycles. Silver spiked in the 1970s, the 2011 run to $50, and now this 2025 to 2026 surge. Each time, smart investors locked in gains. Without a strategy, you risk watching $90 or $100 turn into $60 again on a bad day. So let's build one step by step, tailored for 2026 realities. First, define what exit actually means for you as a beginner. It doesn't have to be selling everything at once. The smartest approach is tiered or scaled selling, gradually trimming your stack as prices hit milestones. This way, you book profits, reduce risk, and still participate if it keeps running. Base your plan on 3 pillars: price targets, the gold-silver ratio, and macro triggers. We'll use $90 to $100 as the key zone you mentioned. Start with price-based triggers. If silver climbs from today's $79 level and hits $85, consider selling 10 to 15% of your physical holdings or paper positions. Why? That's a solid 8% gain from here, and it locks in some wins while the momentum is still building. At $90, that's the first big psychological level and about a 14% jump from current prices. Scale out another 20 to 25%. This is where a lot of retail FOMO kicks in, and charts often show exhaustion signals like RSI above 70 or shooting star candles. By $95 to $100, sell another 20 to 30%. At that point, you've taken off half or more of your position, pocketed huge gains, and you're playing with house money. Some advanced stackers suggest 5% sales at every $10 or $15 increment once you clear $70, which keeps things methodical. But price alone isn't enough. Layer in the gold-silver ratio for confirmation. Right now, it's around 60.1, with gold at those elevated levels. Historically, when the ratio drops below 50.1, or even 40.1 during a full bull market, it signals silver is outperforming and possibly overextended relative to gold. If we see the ratio compress toward 50 as silver races to $90 $100, that's your cue to accelerate selling. Why? Because silver often peaks after catching up to gold. Track it live on sites like Kitco or TradingView. Set alerts so you're not glued to the screen 24/7. Macro triggers are the third piece, and they're crucial in 2026's environment. Watch for things like a resolution in Middle East tensions that removes the safe haven bid, or the Federal Reserve signaling faster rate cuts that boost the dollar and hurt commodities. If industrial demand softens, that could cap the upside. On the flip side, if the deficit widens further, or we get surprise central bank buying of silver, it could propel prices past $100 faster than anyone expects. Always cross-reference fresh data. Check the weekly commitment of traders report on COMEX for positioning extremes, or Silver Institute updates for demand revisions. Now, let's talk realistically about what could happen next and which direction the silver market might move. Short term, over the next few weeks to months into Q2 2026, I see continued choppiness. We're likely to bounce between $78 support and $82, $83 resistance. A firm close above $80.50 with rising volume could signal the next leg toward $85-$90 by summer. But don't be surprised by a retest of the 75-77 sullen zone if risk-on sentiment dominates and equities keep rallying. The technical summary right now is strong sell on daily indicators, but that's often when contrarian opportunities appear for the patient. Medium term, into the second half of 2026, the structural story remains bullish. With that ongoing deficit, low inventories, and green tech demand locked in, consensus forecasts point toward an average around $95 by year end. Some more aggressive analysts are calling for 100 plus. If geopolitics heat up again, or inflation re-accelerates, the bull case is strong. Cumulative deficits have drained visible stocks, creating a supply squeeze that favors higher prices. The bear case? If mine supply ramps up, or a global recession crushes industrial buying, silver could correct 20 to 30%. Directionally though, the path of least resistance over the next 12 to 18 months still looks higher, not lower. Silver is in a secular bull market driven by real-world shortages. That doesn't mean straight-line gains, but the floor is rising. Expect volatility. 5 to 10% swings in a week aren't unusual, so your exit plan must be disciplined, not reactive. For beginners holding physical silver at home or in a safe deposit box, think about practical execution. Selling coins or bars. Shop around dealers for the best buyback spreads. Factor in taxes. In the US, long-term capital gains on collectibles like silver are 28% max, so hold at least a year if possible. If you're in ETFs or futures, it's easier to sell portions electronically, but watch for contango or backwardation in the futures curve as a clue to physical tightness. Diversify your exit. Maybe sell some physical, some paper, and never sell everything unless you absolutely need the cash. Keeping a core 20 to 30% stack is common. One more layer, psychological prep. When silver hits $90 or $100, the headlines will scream, "New paradigm," and "to the moon." Social media will be flooded with euphoria. That's often the exact time to sell, not buy more. Set your plan now while prices are calmer around $79. Write it down, maybe even film a quick video of yourself committing to it. Review it monthly with fresh data from Kitco, the Silver Institute, or CME reports. Look, this isn't financial advice. I'm not your advisor, and markets can always surprise. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and you could lose money. Always do your own research. Consider your risk tolerance, and maybe consult a professional. But if you build this kind of tiered exit strategy around the $90–100 zone, combining price, ratio, and macro signals, you'll be way ahead of most retail investors. What do you think? Are you planning to sell at $90, $100, or hold through a potential 120+ run? Drop your targets in the comments below, and if you want me to break down a sample portfolio example or compare this to gold's exit plan, let me know in the next video ideas. Hit that like button if this helped, subscribe for more fresh metal market updates, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay stacked, stay smart, and trade safe out there. Thanks for watching.